Baby. Yeah, so the other live got it like as if I wasn't stable for true. So I deleted that one. So this one is a brand new one. So yeah, so I'm just gonna reason with you guys a little bit and give you clarity because um I may not go live this evening or tomorrow, right? Because I may be out of town. Am I still live? Yeah, look how pretty it is, guys. This is my little walk in Serenity Now place. Mm, 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 mm. So yeah, so I promised you some sayings from Navy SEALs that you could actually use, or you can actually think about for your own life and for your business, right? So I'm going to give you some of them right now. And yeah, so what we're talking about before I ended this the last live is the massacre performance, right? Yeah, he's heavily reliant on his songs in a lot of ways, right? I still say him need a signature anthem song that when him come out, him actually command the stage, right? If you think about like even how Movado performed, right? As soon as he comes out. So Massacre have to work on creating memories with the audience, right? I don't know how many of you actually love stage shows or even go to stage shows, but there's always something that we can remember and say, okay, that is memorable. See what I'm saying? Right? So you don't have that, then you're just relying on your songs, right? You're just relying on your songs. That can't work. Because every performer, once you touch that stage, you're performing, as I said before, for three different entities, right? You're performing for the people who are there at the stage show, right? People who are there at the stage show looking at you. You're also performing for the millions of people who are watching you over a screen, which is a different, so you're going to need to have those energy ups and downs for variety. And you're also performing for the promoters and the people who hire you to see for them to see if it's a good decision to hire you again, right? So there is a that makes the performance even more important, right? The command of the stage, etc. It was definitely better than his last performance that he did. Definitely better than his last performance that he did. But there were some gaps. He left some money on the table where that is concerned. And maybe I'll do a deeper live on that later on because I can tell you exactly where the gaps were. Right? It was a good show though. Idonia took it. Movada took it. Valiant did well too. Right? Massacre did well. But for the veteran artist that he is, I think he need to work more on engaging the crowd. Right? It's important. Right? So yeah, so there's some really great Navy SEALs saying that I was telling you guys about that I promised you that I was going to go through again, right? So remember the first one I was telling you that my friend told me when he says slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast, right? So basically it's one of the catch you on the sunny side. Big up DJ, big up my favorite DJ. Yeah, I'm outside right now. Went for a little walk, so I just decided to come out and talk to the people and give them some clarity on some things, and also give them the Navy SEAL sayings that I promised them from time, and just didn't do it. Thank you, DJ. Thank you very much for your super chat. Right. So yeah, so the Navy SEAL, my buddy there taught me slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Right. So basically, what it means is when people rush, they make mistakes, right? And mistakes create confusion, rework, accidents, right? Wasted motion. So what they always say is move deliberately, right? You have to stay calm and follow the process, right? And do things properly the first time. right? So that is what. So even though sometimes things, it feels like as if you're moving faster when you rushing often makes you slower, right? So instead you need to move deliberately, right? Good. And I gave you the example of what he said about a new shooter, right? A new shooter rushed to reload a weapon and he might fumble the magazine. That's how he explained it to me, right? But a trained shooter, him reload smoothly without panic and him finish faster overall, right? So you can't you can't haste make waste, like what we always say, right? In Jamaica, haste make waste, right? Good. So listen, we're gonna get into the rest of the Navy SEAL saying. I'm gonna go for a walk with you guys so you guys can see more of the settings, right? But listen, um, I want to give you guys some clarity. People, listen, there's something specific that I'm building over here, and we definitely want a certain set of people, right? We want people who actually want a way out, and people who actually want to improve their lives, right? That's what we want. So that's why my black finger has been very exercised this past couple weeks. Okay? These are facts. I know exactly you don't have the same vision as me, so you won't get it. But I know my vision. I've always known my vision. And I always have clarity. Right? So I'm going to give you some freedom. People, you are free to unfollow me. There's no hard feelings. Absolutely no hard feelings. Absolutely none. Okay? I want people over here that want to be over here. Right? If somebody can tell you to not come to my channel, please don't come. Don't come. Don't want you over here. I want people who actually see the value in what. I don't think you understand how expensive these lessons are that I'm actually teaching. They were expensive lessons. And not just expensive by tertiary education or cost or whatever course I took and the money and the time involved, but also expensive because some of them were just lived lessons, and they were very expensive for me, extremely expensive, right? So I share them with you so that you don't have to make them. Okay? So this channel is for people who see the value in what it is that we're building, what it is that they're doing, right? And see the value in actually finding a better way at life and at work and at family. Because everything affects another thing. Okay? These are facts. And please stop sending me people's lives. If you don't see me over somebody's life, there's a reason. Okay? Stop sending me people's and stop being nosy and ask me questions in my inbox. Okay? You need to stop it and just focus on what you're doing. Right? So again, if you don't want to follow me, you don't want to be over here, don't follow me. Unfollow me. Because I don't know all of you. Right? Unfollow me. I'm not reliant because I do Google ads and I target certain people. See what I'm saying? So when you're free to go and there's no hard feelings. Right? Whoever I block, it was a blockable. Okay? I don't like lies and I don't like liars. I don't have time for that. And I'm definitely not going to argue with people who or spend energy on people who wish that who would give them right arm and right leg to have my life. Not going to do it. Why should I? That makes no sense. Right? So don't like it, that's fine. Unfollow. You're free to unfollow. As a one gone, another one born. And really and truly, I never met my channel off of anybody because I know what I have is quality. And I know what I have actually helped people. Right? So, me not reliant on nobody. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And especially for what I have planned for this channel, you guys don't know everything. Especially for everything that I have planned for this channel, I only want people, quality people, who actually care about quality information and actually want to find a way out to actually make them life better. See what I'm saying? So It's no hard feelings, trust me. Right? And guess what? That not going to stop me from rate who I rate, whichever artist I rate. It's not going to stop me from talk about my artist, Vibes Cartel. It's not going to stop me from talking about him. If I want to teach or talk about him. It have nothing at all to do with me being able to say good things or bad things. Right? So if you don't like the way I run my channel, you're free to move on. There's so many channels. There's so many channels. You guys have an abundance of channels. Why stay one place and complain? That makes sense? It don't make sense. Be free. Mermaid always give you freedom. Be free. Right? Nobody not tying you know or holding you. Okay? These are facts. I am fire, I'm not a gas pan. So I'm not going to stoke into argument or add chaos and confusion, lies and rumors. I'm not going to do that because I understand how energy works. Even if you give something bad energy, you're still giving it energy. You're still feeding the monster. Right? So you have to know that. Okay? What I realize is there's a lot of liars and projection going on, right? Holy, and it's a mental health illness, but that's not going to take me off of my path. I may not say everything, but what you know about me is from what I do. What I do, you can see where I move and how I move. That will tell you what my thoughts are. Because one thing about me, my thoughts and my actions align. They're very aligned. I'm not going to say one thing and do another thing. Right? I actually live the things that I say. I actually do. And that's the problem. That's the damn problem. You're so used to people talk, and not actually walking them talk. So when you meet somebody who actually walk them talk and will actually block your ass, then you're surprised. Right? Look how beautiful it is. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, so anyway, the reason I'm doing this live and decide to take you on my walk is because I may not be going live this evening. I was supposed to, right? Or tomorrow, because I probably won't be around. So I decided to talk. Let me turn on my live. Reason we don't know a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna like the lying and the fake things. And it's oh my god, it's like so many people have so much chaos inside them. All them do is just create more chaos. Just create chaos. Right? Just create effing chaos for no reason. And if I was a different woman, I'd have come out with timeline, come out with recordings, come out with voice notes, come out with all of those things and shame people. But I'm not going to do it because that's not me. I'm fire, not a gas band. I will just step away and make the work, make the universe nyam you, which it will, because I see what's coming. Right? I see exactly what is coming. Sometimes you have to step out of the way, people. You have to step out. Let me tell you, I'll tell you one secret, and this is how you know. People always say to me, "Oh, Julia, everybody tell you so this person was like this. Everybody tell you that this person was like this." Let me tell you. Let me tell you why I don't fall for that. Because this is the thing. Yeah, I listen to what everybody say, right? I keep sacred my own judgment. And let me tell you why. Because I know you can always trust people to be themselves. Eventually, that self is going to show up. So, what you do is you deal with people lightly. You hope for the best, you see the best in people, you deal with them lightly, right? And you watch. You know why? Because people will always be themselves, right? So, I know a liar is going to lie eventually, it's going to show eventually. You understand? And then now I know, say, you prove everybody right. See what I'm saying? Everybody was right. So now I have my proof. I'm good. I ease off of that. Right? Same thing with the good. If people are good, eventually whatever, no matter what people say about them, you're going to see the good. But you still watch for the things what people talk about them. That's why it's good sometimes to just. That's why sometimes you don't have to come out and fight people. That's why I always tell you, read the art of war. You can win without fighting, without using your energy and your resources. How? You leave people to people. You leave people to themselves, right? Because guess what? The next person that they do it to will not be as gracious. The next person that them do it to will not be as ladylike, or would not be that energy conscious to just be like conscious to be like, you know what? Go on your ways. Go in peace, brother. The next set of people won't be that way. And it's going to blow up. Because you can always trust people to be who they are. You can always trust people to be who they are. Right? Good. So yeah, I block enough people. But that's because of the fact of what all the things that I have planned for this channel, all the good things that's going to happen, right? And to refine what it is that we're actually building over here, right? So we're gonna go back on our walk, but let's talk about other great Navy SEALs saying. Let's talk about other great Navy SEALs saying. Hold on, let me go for the walk with you guys. All right. So another one that he says is get comfortable with being uncomfortable. This is a big one. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Meaning, of course, clearly, you know what it means. Growth lives outside of comfort, right? So the moment you stop avoiding your difficult conversations, you have to have the difficult conversations. That's why a lot of you don't grow, because you don't know how to have conversations, right? The moment you stop having those difficult conversations, right? Even your workouts, even your discipline, right? You begin separating yourself from the average person, right? So stop avoiding the things that average people avoid. That's how you stop being average. Who want an average life? Well, maybe you do. Some people have to be average. That's okay, right? But listen, success basically is it requires doing what feels uncomfortable today to create the freedom tomorrow. Trust me. 11:11 is 11:11 right now, right? So yeah, so that is another great Navy SEAL saying, which is get comfortable being uncomfortable. Look how beautiful it is. Everybody like the live, please. I know you guys are in the bush. Like the live, right? Okay. Number 2 saying, under pressure, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall to the level of your training. We talked about that before, right? Right? So that was from the Greek poet actually named Archilochus. Yeah, Archilochus. Yes, Archilochus. That's his name. And he was also a soldier. He was a poet and a soldier. Archilochus. Look him up. Really good. Right? So basically what he was saying like is in a crisis, you don't magically become better. You become what you've repeatedly practiced. Right? So your habits will take over. So that's why your habits are very important. Your preparations will take over. Look how beautiful the sky is. Right? And your discipline takes over. Right? Another Navy SEAL motto is the only easy day was yesterday. Those are facts, right? So what I'm trying to do is to make every day more challenging than it was the day before. Oh, let me stop here and talk to him a little bit. Right? Yeah, man. So again, you guys free to unfollow me if you want. Right? Wow. See, that's why you must always look before you sit down. Watch it. You see all the little ants them? That's why you must always look before you sit down. Nearly song in an ant's nest. Saved by the bell again. Look how beautiful that is. That's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, Canada is a great place to live, to be honest. Yeah. And this is another thing too. What I wanted to know. You can know the people who actually do the work, right? Treat people by your manners. Don't treat people by theirs. Okay? Don't treat people by their manners, because then you're no better than them. And pigs love mud. These are facts. I don't like to call other human being pigs, but some of you really act like some little piggies, right? I should have brought my stuff down here to road today too, but that's okay. Another day. I'll do it this weekend when I'm in the woods. Yeah, so that's what it is, right? That is what it is. Because Jadvice, luckily I saw Jadvice video and I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. And I don't want to talk about it anymore, but it's gonna keep on coming in my inbox. Stop it. And stop sending me Gaza Uncle Live. Stop it. Right? Him can go in way in peace, I go my way in peace. Him never have to call my name again. I don't have to call him name again ever in life. Okay? Because why? Because of that lie. Yes, improve everybody to be right. That's what he did. Improve everybody to be right. Right? And to be honest, I just wanted to see people win and to see people reconcile and to see people win. That's it. Never want nothing from none of them. Right? But when him come on now, him live, which I found from Jadvice live, right? And say how him rough me up and talked and bully me. I have everything. That's not how it went. Yes, he was upset, but he wasn't upset in that way. So this is my question to you. Why would that make you feel powerful? Why would that? And my thing is, even if, say you spoke to a woman that way, that is not something to be proud of. That is not something. And but you see, the thing is, I took the time to think, and I said to myself, Julia, should I come out, make a PowerPoint presentation, show the voice note them, and show the timeline? I said, no, I'm not going to do that because I'm not putting too much energy to that, right? And really and truly, it's his loss because I never really want nothing from him, right? I wanted to see Cartel win, and I wanted to see Gaza Nation win, right? But come out with that lie, and then it's not even the lie, no. It's the meaning behind the lie. It's like, why would you think that that is something to brag about? You think that you talk to first of all, no man, no talk to me like that and have a conversation. That's the first thing. So my thing is, you clearly see me as above you. For you to be trying to pull me down that way, trying to act like as if you could talk to Miss Julia that way, and that was cool. No, it was not cool. And my thing is this: even for the people who believe it, and in a laugh and in a jeer, and in a, even say I'm not stupid enough to believe it, you feel okay knowing that a man talked to a woman that way? Say it's true. Say it was true. Say in one universe that that could be true. Look at the sky, right? Say in one universe that that could be true, that he actually could talk to me that way, or any other woman that way, who have pride and dignity. You think that is something that is good? That is something that is commendable? And that's how I know. You know what? Some people really not worth the effort. You understand? But improve everybody right, because everybody was telling me, don't Julia, lie, him this, him lie, him make up things, him blah, 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 blah. Everybody was saying, I said, all right, I trust people to be who they are. So give him a chance, make we see, because maybe we're not frying them in all fat. But when him come out and actually say that, and that's not how the conversation went, I say, you know what happened? That's dangerous. So I block everybody. So this is why I'm telling you, if you don't have any problems with me blocking him and everybody else, you unfollow me. That's what I'm trying to say to you. That's why I said to you from before, Mermaid will always give you freedom. Right? If we're not, because I know some people take it as offense. Because people have already come in my inbox, right? People already write, and I love when I write those demeaning things on my post because I see who you are and I can hide user from channel. Easy. No matter how much accounts you make, I hide from my channel. Why? Because I know what it is that I'm building. I have that vision. Actually, good for people who actually want a way out and actually want to think better. Right? And I don't rely on anyone. I'm telling them that already. Every money that I get on YouTube, I haven't even seen it yet. Why? Because I put it right back into advertising and Google ads. So I get more people and more like-minded people. That's why I love the algorithm so much. The algorithm is great. The algorithm is your best tool because guess what? I want people who are business minded. I want people who want a way out to actually start their business, or people who actually. I know you saw him. I know, right? And I'm not right. Yeah. Anyhow, right. So I want people who actually want to finish them education, want to start a business, want to grow their business, want to learn about the business of dancehall, even performers who want to think about their careers in different ways. Those are the people that we want over here, right? So the point is, if you have any problems with my recent activity, unfollow me. It's not a problem. It is not a problem, right? Because I have quality stuff for quality people. Okay? And another thing is this. You have to take sweet Mark debt. Right? And this is the last time I'm going to talk about it. And the reason why I even talk about it in the first place, is because I'm gonna keep sending me lives, right? And keep coming in my inbox and asking me questions. Don't ask me a question. No, you know. Everybody black. Right? Because of that one lie. And because I try to give that one impression as if you could disrespect me that way and think that everything is. And then why would you want to be around a man that feel like it's good to disrespect a woman that way? What's wrong with you know? But as I say, water will find its own level by its own weight. That's what water does. What does that mean? That means that yes, we're not going to find our own level by own nature. Right? These are facts. I'm not for everybody. And everybody is not for me. And I told you before, I will cut in the throat before I make them pull me down. My way of cutting the throat is just back on the, just move on. Go with it in a life. Move on. I move on with mine. Go in peace. Right? Go in peace. There's 1,000 other girls on the internet and I can't call up on the name who love to mix up and everybody sleep with everybody. And I can't have all of that. Right? So do not involve me in the foolishness. So I can continue. If you have a problem, you unfollow me. I told you what it is, the type of people that I want. Right? And really and truly, women, we have to protect ourselves. Take sleep and mark that. The way how men socialize with men and the way how they treat men is different than the way they treat women, especially from our society. I know that. I know that. Right? So when I see that big blatant lie, I must say to myself, you know what? I'm out. Because that can only get worse, and that is a lack of respect. And I don't deal well with lack of respect. That's one thing about me. That's why I'm always so respectful to people. I never give people a reason to disrespect me. But I know say most disrespect is from inside of the other person. Because they don't know any better. Right? That's what it is. Hi. Morning. Right? So yeah, people starting to come now. So I walked a lot this morning though, to be honest. I walked a lot and I jogged too. And then I'm going to go home, do some work, and go to the pool before I head out. So yeah, guys, I may not go live today. I may go live. I may not go live today. I was supposed to go live tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be home, but I'm gonna go to the woods and be away from Wi-Fi and also cellular data. Right? It's a nice cabin in the woods. And I know it's kind of dangerous because you don't know. I mean, what if something happened? You can't even call police or nothing like that. I know. But it's good for mental health and stuff. So I'll see if I can get data to do it. I may not. Because even if I have data, guys, to be honest, even if I have data, I'm out there to unplug. I don't think I'll be around my computer. Right? But yeah, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my performance yesterday. I'll give it about a 6.5 to 7. 6.5 to 7. Just because of the fact that he's a veteran artist and him can do better. And he has the catalog for it. Him have the songs. You understand? Him have the songs. So rhythm of the songs. Right. Hey, big up TG Media. I never see you, dear love. Big up. Good to see you. Right? Good to see you. Big up Gaza recorded. Ricarda, big up. I just seen you guys now. Big up Dre Omar. Hi. Hi guys. I'm just seeing you guys now. I didn't know that you guys were there. Wow, I was live for 30 minutes already. TG Media, big up. Yeah, man. Active. It's beautiful out here. Yeah, so we have some real good things planned for the channel, guys. Real good. Some real good things planned for the channel. Real good lessons, real good entrepreneurs, real good lessons. We have some good things. And also to discuss some dancehall artists and certain things that artists should pay attention to. Right? So we have some really good things planned for the channel. So again, if it is not for you, or if you're only here because somebody sent you, please, stage left. You can exit. You can exit, guys. No hard feelings. Go out. You can just go. Stop sending me people live. Stop asking me questions about. I don't need to talk about what's going on. You can see what's going on by my actions because I actually live what I talk. Right? That's the difference. And again, I will never treat people with their manners. I treat people with my manners. And I realize, and I know, I always knew this. We're socialized differently. Socialized completely differently. What one person will see as brutish and lewd, somebody think that is funny. And that give them props. But let me tell you something, ladies. Any man that try to, or men too, any man that try to humble you or try to put you down is because of the fact that they have you on a pedestal. And they already think that you're better than them. And they feel insecure about it. It's facts. But guess what? You cannot be in charge of soothing adults or making adults feel better about their own mental state and about their own insecurities, what them have in their mind. You cannot. That is not our job. But you have to take sleep mat that and swim past sharks fast as soon as you see it. Right? So that is that. I'm gonna stop sending me things. Everybody who send me lives or ask me questions are blocked on already. I don't know that. Don't even have a fake account watching. Might. Right? But again, you're free to vamoose. Watch a little squirrel. Hi, Mr. Squirrel. Not troubling you at all, dear. What you doing? Hi. I'm not troubling you. All right. See you later. Wonder if I could take it. Let me see if I can take it down there. Should go down the river again. So them have some no, them have mosquito down there already. Mosquito already, can you imagine? I see a red squirrel, No, little birds. You have to be one with nature. Yeah. Quality of life is important, people. This is free, right? This is free. Go for a walk, go outside. Even if you can't find a park, walk on the street, get some sun. Don't just stay inside on your phone and on your computer. It's not good for your mental health. Look at this. Wow, isn't that beautiful? All right, people. Bless upon yourself. I am going to leave you soon. To leave you now, actually. But yeah, I wanna stop asking me a question. And we'll see. Who is around is who is around. That's who's left. Right? That is who is left. And that is fine with me. Because when I started that channel, I started it with me. Every time when I do any kind of work, it's me. I will always be able to rely on me. That's one thing that I know. Right? That's one thing that and trust me, anybody that lose me, lose enough. Because my heart clean. And I don't want to do anything but uplift. But I'm not going to make anybody drag me down either. So go on your merry ways and go in peace. All right, bless up on yourself and later.